What goes on, guys? We're back here again with another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Super 7 Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Michelangelo from Wave 3, I believe this was, Wave 3. Now, sorry for the little break there. I was on winter or fall break for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to those who have celebrated in the United States, but, you know, so I took a little bit of break from the videos, but now we're back and we got a couple videos lined up and some very special stuff. At the time of this recording, we are 2 subscribers away from 300, which I'm going to do a full video on the giveaway, some cool announcements for the channel. So please stay tuned for all that. If you are not following me on Instagram, I really need you guys to go do that. I have a poll, a post poll kind of thing where you can comment on there. I found that I cannot make community posts quite yet with the amount of subscribers that I have. So we got to do everything through Instagram right now. But so far, out of the 2 figures that I have on there, one is more ahead of the other by a long shot. So go check that out. But anyway, talking about this figure, this is pretty standard for Super 7. You get that shipper with the nice Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo, all the copyright stuff on the back. I don't really think you need the barcode for anything, but you know, what are you going to do? If you can use it, then you can use it. Sorry, everybody's like rustling outside right now. So if you hear them in the back, my apologies. But opening this up on the side here, you get like the actual figure box, which is kind of a pain in the ass to get out. And then boom, you get Michelangelo with the nunchucks. I like that they're all specific. Green is good guys, purple is bad guys right there. It's a little damaged. I got this off of Mercari. This review is a little bit later than it should have been. I love the logo there. There's the barcode again if you need it, but I don't really think this isn't in stores, so you know, it's not really. Ooh, we like getting the slipcover off. And then boom, you get to see the vintage style Michelangelo inside. It looks really, really nice. And all of his weapons, which we'll talk about more in a second. You get the brick pattern down the side, the sewer grate, the concrete, sewer. Here's a nice read up on Michelangelo. He's a party reptile. Interesting. You get the power box. There it is again. I already showed the bottom. So yeah, I love the packaging they do for these guys. They are collector friendly, so you can throw it back in the box when you're done. Seems like a couple of my accessories fell out. This is still sealed, even though I did get it off of Mercari for a good deal. But yeah, without further ado, I think it's time we open this guy up. Let's go ahead and do that. So taking Mikey out of the box, you know, it's pretty standard for the Super 7 Turtles, but I never did a review on Leo or Raph because I got them before, you know, I started my channel. So I never really gave my opinion on them. So I'll run through Mikey and explain what I like and don't like about these figures. Unfortunately, you know, with being in school, I don't have Mikey or Raph and Leo available to compare or to take pictures with, which sucks, but I mean, it'll make it all worth it when I can finally get Donatello, my favorite turtle, and put all 4 of them together. So that'd be pretty cool. But going in for the head sculpt here that it comes with on the packaging, I love the texturing on the mask. That looks cool. A little sloppy on the paint, not gonna lie, but you know, not bad. It's smooth, and the sculpt is really nice. You know, it's meant to mimic the vintage figures, which I would always like a set of too. That'd be kind of cool. Going down into the arms here, I love the sculpting work. It looks really, really nice. The paint shading on the torso is really nice, and as well, excuse me. There's a little bit of scratches. I think this is reused from Raphael, I believe. You get like the different belt though, because you know, obviously this is from Michelangelo, so you can get the chucks in there. I believe they will go in there. They actually might not. So maybe you could put like other weapons in there, which we could talk about later on, but it doesn't look like they go in there, which is interesting. So what are you going to do? But moving down into the body, there is nice paint shading across the body. A little bit of scuff right there, which was on there on the out of the packaging. The bright orange pads, which are sculpted very nice. I think they could use a wash. Again, for the price point, I think that could use a wash. And then you go down to the feet. There's no peg holes on these guys, which is a little strange and kind of frustrating for some pictures I was trying to take. But overall, I like that each of them are a different shade of green as well. He's more of like a bluish green, which is really like a bright bluish green, which is pretty cool. So that I like when the turtles are different colors, like when they look this. I like when the turtles have different variations between them. That's why I really like the DC Collectibles turtles, because they were all different shapes, different colors, not just remolds of each of them, which these are remolds for the most part. I mean, we get different like reuse of molds, we get different heads and different belts, but for the most part, they're just the same figure. So, you know, not bad. It's a good figure. And it looks great, and it looks like a updated version of the vintage figure, which is what it's supposed to be. So I'm totally all right with that. But he does have a big slew of accessories, so let's go ahead and take a look at those because it's going to take a minute to run through everything. So as promised, there are quite a few accessories to run through. So let's do the little, I don't know what that is. Let's do the little stuff first, getting the basic stuff out of the way. So we do have 4 pairs of hands. We get 2 sets of gripping hands, one with the proper vertical hinge, so you get it like that for weapon wielding, and then these ones that he comes with in the packaging are horizontal. So that's pretty cool that they do both. I like that. That's a nice touch. You get fisted hands, and they look equally as nice. You get fisted hands, and then you get like these like karate hands. So that's pretty cool. I like these a lot. I took some funny pictures of Mikey doing that. That seems like a Mikey thing to do. You get like the turtle grapple, but I don't know if mine got cut short, but that's the string right there. Let me see if I can. That's the string right there. So it's not very long, and then you get the hook on the end. Not really my favorite thing. You get 2 throwing stars. I like the silver paint on these. They look really, really nice, and he can hold them like he pinches them in his fingers, or you could put it in between his hands like that. So you just got to set it in there properly. Then you get these 2 weapons, which don't know what either one of them are actually called. Looks pretty cool. You kind of look like you stab somebody. And then you also look like you can stab somebody else. So I like the paint on them. Get the handle. I don't really know what that's for. You do also get a rack of all the accessories in the one molded color. I forgot to take that out of the box. I'm sorry about that. But there's nothing really to talk about there. You could pop them out if you want, but I like to leave them in the package. You get 2 nunchucks that don't have real chains, so they just kind of like sit there. They're more like sticks. It's cool, but I don't really know what you would use these for, to be honest, unless he's holding them like that. So I don't really know. You get this stabby weapon, which I don't really know what that is. I don't know what's on my hand either, but I don't know what this is called, but it looks cool. Then you get the pizza box, which looks pretty cool. I like that it has like some cheese stuck on the top. 1 slice left on the painted pepperoni on the box. Not too big a fan of that because it's just kind of like a red dot. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. I like the way that looks a lot, actually. And you know, you got to have Mikey with the pizza. Of course, Mikey comes with the pizza. But then you also get 2 nunchucks here. Sorry, my Bluetooth just turned off for some reason. But you get 2 nunchucks here, which these are made from real chain, so I like these. Definitely gonna have him holding these if you want to see him holding these. Here, this is my first time putting them in his hands too, so this will be an experience for us all. The hands are pretty tight, so just be careful with like paint rub and shit like that. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. So you can have him doing all Michelangelo type things. And then finally, he gets a different head. So in addition to getting the vintage style toy heads, each turtle comes with a head all their own, done by Super7. And of course, you got to get Mikey screaming or smiling or, you know, being wacky as he does. So I like this a lot. I use the secondary heads. I think they look better. They made Raph angry. They made Leo stern, and they made Donnie like perplexed. So I like that a lot. So I'm definitely going to be using these heads. The look that I'm showing right now is the look that I'm going to be using him for, or displaying him as, I guess. You know, like with the nunchuck, with the chained nunchucks in the head. So for the rest of the video, he's probably going to look like this or some variation of this, because this is the Michelangelo that I like putting on the shelf, and I think it looks pretty sick. So yeah, but let's go over articulation, because this is where a lot of my problems with these figures come in. So let's discuss that over. So taking a look at Michelangelo's articulation, the head is on a double ball peg, but it doesn't afford a lot of movement. It only is going to look up that much, down that much. You get a little bit of pivot and a rotation, so you can get it kind of around, but not as much as you would think. I'm not the biggest fan of that. The shoulders are going to move upwards past horizontal, so that's pretty good. Down, they will rotate 360. You do get a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, pinless. They weren't always pinless. And then rotation at the elbow as well. So you kind of just get like a floating bicep, which is kind of annoying. And then, like I said, all the wrist swivel and hinge. These ones are the horizontal ones, but you do get vertical ones as well. So that's perfectly fine. You get a diaphragm joint in there that kind of just wiggles around. It'll rotate a little bit, pivot to the sides a little bit, crunch, not really. So it's mostly just for adjusting. whatever. I don't really think it works too well, to be honest with you guys. But the hips will move out that much. They're kind of ugly, but whatever. They go out to the splits, so that's pretty cool. He'll kick forward pretty far because the front pectoral shell is soft. Back, not so much. You do get a thigh cut in there. These joints are just really skinny to me, and they make me a little nervous, so just be careful with them. I haven't had anything happen, but just in case. You do get a swivel at the knee, the single-jointed knee that only goes in that much. That's annoying to me. Single-jointed elbows I can deal with, but I feel like it needs double-jointed knees. I mean, like, for the price point that you pay for these, I feel like double joints should be a thing at this point. If you want to give a little less accessories to do it, then do that. But the ankle moves back like incredibly far, more than it needs to, and up all the way, and you do get a pivot on the ankle. So everything's pretty decent except the head. I don't understand why the head's so limited in movement. The torso could be better, but I understand it's a turtle, so I'm not too upset about it. And the legs are just, I hate that they're not double jointed. That pisses me off. But overall, I mean, I still think it's pretty acceptable articulation. But let's take a look at him next to some other figures. So, as per most of my videos at this point, here he is next to the Zombie Cap. He is shorter than Zombie Cap, but these are 7-inch scale, and turtles are supposed to be short, so that's fine by me. And then here's the DC Collectibles Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Michelangelo. And these are tiny figures for the most part, but I like them a lot, so it doesn't really bother me. They're actually my favorite set of turtles, but they look cool together. I mean, very different styles, very different applications. I wish I had a channel when these guys were around, because I love these a lot. They're really awesome. I sold most of the Bat family. I think I still have the Batman, but I think I sold everybody else. But I really like those figures. But yeah, it's a decent size. Not the biggest, but turtles don't have to be the biggest. So what are you going to do about it? I like the way that these look together. So we are at the point of the video where you guys are asking yourselves, yo, Ant, what are you thinking of this figure? And it's mixed. If these were $20 to $30, I'd be totally fine with it. You get an awesome slew of accessories. The figure itself is pretty good. But, you know, for the $50 to $60 price point, I feel like the articulation could be better. And that the accessories, like, it's not the number of accessories. It's just, I feel like they could be better accessories, so to speak. Like, I would have liked to see, instead of these, like the stiff nunchucks and the throwing stars, I would have rather seen like a spinning effect for Michelangelo. I think that would have been a lot cooler. Maybe a third head instead, but you know, that could be nitpicking. I just think that they're a little bit too pricey for the price point. But overall, I'd still give this figure like a 7 out of 10. I think double jointed knees, a better diaphragm joint, and better head motion would really do these guys. The paint is great. The sculpt is great, and I love like the whole vintage aesthetic. I think that's a really cool idea on Super 7's parts, what they do. I don't get a lot of Ultimates. These are my first Ultimates, and I can't really think of anything else that's coming out that I would like. I would like the Ren and Stimpy ones. I know that they're kind of older, but I would like those. But with that line, I would love to see Powdered Toast Man. That would be sick as hell. I would totally get a Powdered Toast Man. I would totally pre-order that. And I have pre-ordered the SpongeBob and Sandy, and I hope that line continues too. But, you know, we'll see. I wouldn't mind getting a Lion-O neither. Lion-O would be cool, but we'll see. We'll see. So with that, I believe that's all I have for today. So if you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe on the video. Do yourself a favor and me, and go ahead and do all those things. We are going to be doing a giveaway at 300 subscribers, which at the time of this recording is 2 away. I just hit my light twice. Is 2 away. Probably even not by the time you're watching this. So we are going to be doing a giveaway. Stay tuned for that video if you're already aware of it. We're moving fast here, guys, and I really appreciate everybody's support, and I'll get out more videos by the end of the week. So with that being said, that's all I have for today. So I will see you guys in the next video. Follow me at Zach Toys, and let me know, of course, you cop him. I'll see you guys later. Peace.